which is the volleyball um, poster cover mixed in with the InDesign. So first thing you want to do is go to File, New, but wait, we want to make sure we open up Photoshop, which is going to be in your menu, and go to File, New. So since this is going to be a poster, the cover for the booklet, you want to make it 8.5 by 11, 300 DPI, and this is print, so it's going to be cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, CMYK. Give it a name, volleyball cover, and hit OK. Now, the first thing I want to do is bring in, I already identify my pictures, I know what I want to do, which you can download on Edmodo. So let's begin. First thing I want to do is bring in the photo. Drag the photo. You can do two ways. You can drag it in like that, hold shift and scale. Okay, I'm going to hit enter. Now, what you're going to use is the magic wand to delete the background, and all we want to have is just the player right here. So to do that, you can use two options. You can use the magic wand, but notice that it just selects a little bit, but if you increase the tolerance to 10, you can select more just by changing the tolerance. So I'm going to hit delete. Now we can't delete it because you have this image right here, which is a smart object. I'm going to right click and rasterize, so now I can delete. Now it's gone. Okay. Another easy way to do this is you hold down the magic wand and click on the quick selection tool and just easily drag on the outside. Okay. But notice that it's picking up a lot of the other things. Okay. Now to fix that problem, all you have to do is hold down Option and click and move your cursor inside of the object. Okay. Let's bring it down. Notice that it's not selected. We're going to hold Option, bring it down. We want to get the legs, bring it out here. So now the selection is actually going around. That's pretty good. Let's go up here, bring that around to the edge. So now we have her inside of the selection. So what I'm going to do is delete that, deselect. Now I'm going to use my polygon lasso to go in. With the polygon lasso, look how easy this is, guys. We take our time and then close it off and hit OK. Let's come around here, deselect. How do you deselect? Go to select and deselect. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Now it's a little crappy on the edge, that's why you're going to go in. Nice and clean. Bring it around. Click, 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 click. And then we want to bring it around, close, and delete. Deselect. Let's come back here. Let's clean this area up. What tool I'm using? Bring it right in here. Nice and clean. Take your time. And delete. Deselect. Let's go down here. Delete. Deselect. And let's go around here. Delete. Deselect. 1 second. Now, that that computer right there, I guess you probably know about it. Yeah, some kid, I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that one. Okay, deselect. So what I'm going to do now is move this here Scale this down just to tap it, so now we have a clean cutout. But if you scale it down, you must hold shift. I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to delete this extra stuff here. Delete, 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 and delete. Deselect. Now we got a nice clean cutout. Now, what I'm going to do, I already sketched this out, so I'm going to bring this background in, and I'm going to scale it down a tad bit and position her in the middle. Let's bring this like that, bring that down, hit enter. Now, notice that it's in the front, so I'm going to bring this to the, pull her in the front. So just moving your layers. I'm going to position her by scaling her up. Okay. Now I want to make her stand out, so I'm going to use a glow. So double click on her, and I'm going to use a outer glow. Find an outer glow right here. We're going to make her like stand out just a tad bit. See that? So she glows. So I'm gonna go ahead, and that looks pretty good there. Now I want to make, she's gonna be hitting the ball, so I'm gonna bring this ball in and hit enter. Notice it's white, so the tool you're gonna use is your magic wand. Click, delete. Now we can't do anything because it's a smart object. Please take note on the smart object. Right click, rasterize, and delete. Delete, delete the corners we don't want. Now, got a nice ball that I can put right here in her hands, like that. And she's holding the ball of fire. Now I'm going to make that ball glow by double clicking on the layer, go down to outer glow, and we're going to change the color. Let's pull that out a little bit. Nice and soft, it's a nice glow. We can also change the color of the glow if you want. Just go right here, and let's make that glow red. You see? Or you can make it blue. Make it blue. Let's make that blue. Now once you make it blue, now come around, we make it blue. The next thing I want to do is go in here. Now the color looks pretty basic. So I'm going to right click, rasterize, and I'm going to change, go in here and adjust the levels and curves. So I'm going to make the hue saturation, and I'm going to change the color up a little bit. So you can do a lot of cool things by using the hue saturation. Okay, play around with that, but I don't like that. So I'm going to go in here, I want to adjust the levels. Give this more contrast. Okay. Hit OK. And I want to send this now. She's going to be hitting the ball of fire, so let's go ahead and bring another PNG in. Hit enter. We're going to use the magic wand, delete. Remember, we can't do that. We have to what? Right click, rasterize, and now delete. Delete. We're trying to get some PNG, so what can we use is the polygon lasso. Go in nice and neat, clean around the edges. Okay, you got it all selected. Then we go to select inverse because we want to delete outside, not the inside. So I hit delete, and now the outside is gone. Then I'm going to take the shape tool and use the ellipse. I want to make a circle inside, so I want to get rid of the inside. Pull that over and hit delete. So now I have a clear circle. And why you think I'm doing that? Because I want to add the ball inside that fire. Hold shift, pull it in, and she's hitting the ball. Bam. Hit enter. Bring the volleyball in. Okay. Scale it down. How you scale, you hold shift and pull in. Hit enter. Same technique over and over. Control, rasterize, shape, delete. Move tool, scale it down, edit, transform, scale, hold shift and pull in, enter, bring the ball. Let's scale the ball down some more. So we can see what's going on here. Now we got the fire. Still need some more fire on here. Okay. These are PNG files, so it's very important that you get the PNGs. That's transparent background. So all we got to do is rotate this. How do you rotate? Edit, transform, rotate. And you just rotate the edges. Scale it in. Hit enter. Let's bring that in here. Look at that, look at that. Hit shift, pull it in, enter, hit enter. Now, this fire that we have here, the first fire, and that's the second one. Here's the first one. Remember, you're working in layers. So, let's make that fire bigger. And let's lower the opacity. Okay, hit enter. Now the ball needs to have some type of color to it. So I'm going to duplicate the ball. Look at this technique. Duplicate the ball. Once the ball is duplicated, once the ball is duplicated, one second. Once that ball is duplicated, look at this trick. We're going to go here, and then image, adjust, hue saturation. I want to put some more reds in this ball. See that? Because you want the reflection of the fire bleed into the ball. So just by moving it around, you get the nice red that's in the ball. See? That could work. Oh yes. Now hit OK, not too much. Now we have this on the top, which is the red, and we have the original on the bottom, which is the white. This is how you do this technique. Click on the top, take your eraser, make sure it's on the airbrush, which is a soft eraser. See, these are your soft erasers. This is your opacity, brings it down, and then we take our time and we erase some of the red because we don't want it to be, and this will give you a nice highlight on there. Okay, good. So next, let's bring this down a little bit. Let's add text on this. Click on the text. It creates a new layer. Volleyball. Hold shift. It's in the back. How do we bring it to the front? Drag the layer and pull it to the front. You can make it whatever text you want it to be, but I'm just going to show you a basic technique. Double click on the layer. You can add a gradient inside. You can click on here, change the gradient. Let's make that our Trojan colors. Let's change that color to be a darker orange. Okay. Let's add a white. Let's flip it, move this to the back, move this to the front. Let's add another one. You hold down Option and pull. Click on it, change the colors. Now we have a nice blend. Hit OK. Let's add a drop shadow. Nice drop shadow right here. Gives you a nice depth. Okay. We can actually be creative with our text. Rotate, go by Edit, Transform, Rotate. And let's change this to go this way. Let's see how it looks. Okay, now let's leave it like how it is. Okay, tip. That's the top. Now what we need to do is what? Bring this down a tad bit. Okay. Bring down the ball down. By having it on auto select, it allows you to select things a little quicker. Okay. Now notice how my shape is broken up by, my design is broken up by shapes, simple colors. I'm using 2-color scheme. Let's add a white. Okay. Nice and clean. That font is too heavy, so we need to get a thinner font. Just by selecting it, you go right in here, and we can get a font that's a little bit more. Okay. Let's make that bold. Let's put on the top. Remember, you must have a bleed. These are called bleeds. It means safety. Okay, you have them all the way around the piece. Now the next thing I want to do now is click it, bring it down some more. Click it, bring it down. This. Still bring it down some more. Now we could probably put some blue on the top to balance it off. I'm going to use this. I'm going to fill this in blue. Use your eyedropper to grab the color you want and go to Edit, Fill. Fill it foreground color because this is in the front, this is the background. Hit OK, deselect. Now we have balance going on. We have blue and blue on the bottom. But still we can't see the best right here. So what I'm going to do here is that selection. I'm going to Command C, Command V. Then that means I copy paste. Then I want to transform, edit, transform, scale again. I'm going to pull this down just like that. Hit enter. Now I have We the Best. You can see that better. Volleyball. We've got a lot going on. And let's send the text to the back. So the ball is on the front. Okay, let's keep pulling it down. There it is. Bam. And then we have this piece. Yeah, we can move that piece out. I like that. That could work. Now this is a quick, once your cover is done, let's pull this down. Let's put a glow on the ball. Make the ball glow. So we go here, auto glow. Nice. Hit OK. And then I'm going to go here, File. You have to save 2 versions, a PNG, a PSD, which is a Photoshop file, and you have to save the JPEG. So we go to File, Desktop, change that to a JPEG, and hit Save. If it's going to tell you high quality, that's fine. Okay, now we want to save the PSD file. Save as. Change your format to Photoshop, which is PSD, just in case you have to go back and make changes. Okay? We can actually add some more if we want to. I'm going to bring that fire in. I just feel like it needs some flavor in there. So she's making moves. She's on fire. Bam. Hit enter. If I put the fire right here in the corner, she's coming out of the fire. And let's hit save again. File, save as. Gotta resave it again as a what? JPEG. Hit save. It's gonna replace. Hit OK. And then we save as a PSD. Okay. Now you have your cover. Let's quit. I think we're done.